Council on Monday, December 16th at 6:30. This time, take the roll call.
Armstrong,
Here.
Bates,
Present.
Campbell,
Here.
Dine,
He's
here somewhere.
Foster,
Here.
Gibson, here, Hill,
Here.
Hopper,
Here.
and Lexi.
Here.
We have a quorum. This time, the purpose of this meeting is to hold a public hearing regarding the Greenwood Common Council Ordinance 1943. We'll open the public hearing, and if you're here tonight wishing to speak for or against Greenwood Common Council Ordinance 1943, please step to the podium and state your name and address for the record.
And there are no time limits for this?
No.
No time limits. Good evening, Justin Kluwer, 656 Cloverfield Lane. I want to speak in favor of this ordinance. Surrounding communities already have this tax in effect and are benefiting it and leaving money on the table. This frees up much needed money that our city can use to its advantage. Being that it's a transactional tax, it's a voluntary tax. It doesn't impact people adversely along different economic classes. It's something that we overdo on. And though I personally don't normally like taxes, this is one I can really get behind, and I'd like to ask for all of your support for this tax as well.
All right, thank you. Next.
No time limit, you said? Yeah, I could have made a much thicker report. But I thank you for having me talk. I will say you're looking exceptionally intelligent and handsome today. And I would like you to say no to this food tax. There are a lot of reasons to it. I know we've been working at passing this for, since Mark Myers was here, so it's been about 8 years of it. But it just does not seem to fit as I look at our financial statements, as I look at how much the median person eats, and without even considering how Greenwood's income is below the median considerably, we're using our disposable income. Now maybe you think we're going to have a lot of these riverfront bars and taverns to sell liquor to, but I don't think so. But police services go to businesses and citizens, and this is just a citizen tax. And I really feel like the businesses should pay their fair share. We have no idea how many police the citizens would actually get from this additional tax. And we don't have any statement of that in any way, shape, or form. And I don't think we should pass this tax without actually having a statement of how much we're going to benefit. What is the benefit? My math on this fails something miserable. Today's newspaper, the excellent Daily Journal, said that we're going to get $2.5 million in the next year. And that's $4,000 plus for every single citizen in Greenwood. Now, if you make all Greenwood citizens eat here and bring in others from out of the place, it's just nowhere close to what the Bureau of Census says for the amount people spend or how spending out. The state law says the food tax cannot go to the police, but the city accounting says we can do weasel accounting to pay for the police. But if we can do weasel accounting to pay and fund the police, why can't we do the same weasel accounting to bring the tip funds to the police? And can we get a statement that the additional citizens tax will not be weaseled to business abatements? I mean, I don't know how many more thousands of dollars we need to pay for a heating and cooling place to move to Greenwood. The citizens this year, we're going to have the new jail tax, the 10% sewer tax increase that you passed a couple of years ago. We've got school referendums, home assessment increases, etc. And each one of them say, we only raised the tax a little bit. Each one of them, just like our tax today, only a little bit. But it's not. The additional accounting and paperwork for every business, every vending machine, every cash register, every computer program, that's a lot of work. Plus, we wouldn't want to burden Mr. Wright, our accountant, with anything additional, although I do not see him present today. If we just change our policy and stop giving away the gifts to some of these select businesses, we would more than make up the difference. And we gave the heating and cooling place, just like we need another heating and cooling place, what was it, $100,000 for being here, maybe $200,000? That was a waste. They didn't pay us for moving here. Just dropping one wasteful project will pay for additional police. The middle school project, I mean, that's $1 million, millions and millions of dollars that or we're gonna have to subsidize some builder to build in this project. That could be parkland, it'd be so nice between all the other areas. You can have that built into Old Town Greenwood homes, like Mr. Hill lives in, those great, beautiful old homes. You know, you got great places and things you can do without subsidizing a worthless project that nobody wants. If we go down to the next step, let's be data driven. And so I copied from Greenwood's financial statement 2007, the city's full-time employment, and the percent of police. And you see it's gone down. For 10 years, we've decreased by 5, where the city population or city employees increased by 31 people. And I think that's not lack of funding for police, that's lack of prioritizing police. The parks are very important and things, the citizens are very important, but that's just the lack of giving the priority to police in the budget. And there's no excuse for that over the last 8 years. On the next page, we have the next assessed value. And we can see that our tax rate has gone up, our property has gone up, our income as a city has gone up dramatically, especially if you don't count in the $52 million of abatements given away. Things that are completely worthless to the city and painful. Now, we need to put some checks on the abatements. We need to put some checks on just the TIF programs. You know, you've got that new apartment complex that's supposed to be luxury, and it's a soul-sucking eyesore. You drive by that thing. Those people lied to you forward, backwards, and sideways. They had no business getting the abatement, and hopefully you'll cancel the abatement as soon as it's finished and you realize with proof that they lied to you every step of the way. But canceling things like that give you a lot more money because they built that motel anyway, give them the chance. In the good news, we're going to thank you as a city council because you voted down some things that were really important. You voted down the Millionaires Professional Hockey Practice Facility. That was going to be really costly and take away our valuable park plan. Thanks to you, we didn't have the Monsanto chemical warehouse dump. And that was really worthwhile. It was great that you actually listened to the citizens, gave it some thought, and said, no, this is not what the city needs. I wish you'd said no to some other projects, but, you know. But I'd like to continue with the good news. And let's end the year on good news by not giving the citizens a tax increase, another tax increase, I should say. We already have the 10% sewer tax increase we passed in 2016. And we have the jail tax going on track. We got all sorts of things coming in to raise our costs. While our median income is going to go down for the city because we put in those low miserable wage warehouses. So I kindly ask you, thank you for more than 5 minutes, Mr. Campbell, to vote no on the citizens' food tax. I want to see it end the year looking out for the citizens and looking out for police by finding other methods to fund it. I think that in no time at all, the city will be able to fund 15 new police if all you said is that we're not going to vote for any more abatements until we have police. Until we put police before warehouses, you will see changes in the county so that we have the police. I thank you.
All right, anyone else wish to speak for or against ordinance 1943? Close the public hearing, and that completes our business for this special council meeting. We are adjourned. Thank you.